Always want to welcome you guys. Another Thursday, another beautiful Thursday, another day for another great episode of Invest in Your Future with your host, Coach Kenny. I want to thank you guys for joining me on the podcasts, on likes and the subscriptions. Those are great. We love those. If you have questions, please write the questions down. This is actually one of the questions today's episode is really going to be about. It was a question from a fellow listener, and they want us to know how to properly fund their business or how to start funding their business. So we decided to do an episode on how to fund your business. But first of all, before we even start, the first things I want to say is we are having the Financial Power Hour. It's today, Thursday, and it's going to be, just a quick hour intimate session where people can ask questions financially in terms of their own finances, but then also how to increase their financial knowledge and also get their finances right. A lot of people are going to be struggling, especially because the holiday, and they don't know how to really handle their finances, and especially with the new year coming up, also money. That's why I want to give this financial power. If you can make it. If you can bring a friend, even better. But it's really just a small, intimate gathering where people can ask questions about their own personal finances and also how to improve it. And I'm there just to help and also guide and give a small little workshop type scenario where people can be more intimate. Because what I realized when I have larger crowds, a lot of people don't want to ask questions. So I'm trying to limit that so it's a smaller crowd and people can ask questions. So let's see. Let's see. The podcast takes the longest to start up for some reason. It always takes the longest. Inside scoop on how a show is made. Welcome back to another episode, Invest in Your Future. I'm your host, Kenny, CEO of Kirunda Group Corporation. I want to thank you guys for joining me for another Thursday. Blessed to be here. Always grateful to give back knowledge. So we're here every Thursday. We try to get here at 12 Eastern Standard Time afternoon. So we try to always help people before their weekend starts, before anything else, kind of give them some information and give them some kind of pointers that could help them improve their finances, improve their business, improve their mindset, improve their personal development, and then also improve other areas of life, especially when it comes to finances, when it comes to credit, real estate or business ownership or small business. And so today, Thursday, is the official Financial Power Hour that I'm hosting. It's going to be at 275 Mass Ave in Arlington, 7 p.m. tonight. Be there. It's a limited amount of people. It's small. It's really just for those who want to really ask personal questions when it comes to finances and also improve themselves. So we're there for a strong take notes. If you have questions, please. It's a concept that we started, and I've been going on now for close to a year now, I believe. We're here every Thursday, 12 Eastern Standard Time. But otherwise, if you find us, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Just look up Kirunda Group or Invest in Your Future. You can email us info@Kirunda Group. Please, subscribe wherever you listen to this. If you're listening to us on iTunes, thank you for so much. We always like comments, likes, and stars, and all those things. It's great for us, but also it helps the algorithms for us to get some more traction. So hopefully you can pass on to your friends, family, and how to fund your business. And you're trying to build something, business that you're trying to start. A typical business starts with some kind of funding, whether it's your money, somebody else's money, an institution's money, somehow, some way. I'll talk is huge for people who want to really start something. So if you think a typical business the definition is pretty much 500 employees and under. You're considered a small business. So now, if you're trying to start a small business, or you're trying to start something, any kind of a business does not typically need. So how can you start a business? You can start a business with just an idea. An idea can make you money. Now, so that did not need. Let's say you write a book or you write a script. It did not physically take money out of your pocket. You wrote it and you sold it. You made money off that. That is a way of starting a business with zero and using that to gain money. Now, this can happen with everything. This can happen with a song. You write a song and, it's your song, you sell the rights, and you did not physically put in cash to get there, to put that book out there, that song or whatever. And that's the way you can start a business with zero. But now if you're trying to start a service business also, you can start a service business with zero also. People think you need funding for business. No, you just need to be creative. You need to have ideas. So you can start a service business. If it's a cleaning business, you're starting a cleaning business, you have already the cleaning tools in your house, a towel and Windex and bleach. That's it. That's all you need. You have a cleaning business right there. It did not take cash physically out of your pocket. So you did not need money to fund that business. Now, to scale up and to clean office buildings and all that stuff, yes, you're gonna need vacuums and all that stuff. So that'll need more funding, but that's growth. But first, to start a business, understand you do not need cash. So get away from that mindset that you need cash up front to get started business. Now, if you are starting any kind of business, I don't care. Now, the first, bootstrapping is one of the most powerful things you can do, because bootstrapping actually really forces you taking all your personal money, all your personal, what you have personally, maybe selling stuff, to fund your business. It's called bootstrapping. Now, if you're smart, because people are space, if you think about that, they're leasing space, not that high expense. So understand that bootstrapping is one of the most important things you can learn and do for yourself. If you're starting a business, the first thing you should do in terms of funding, is bootstrapping. I bootstrapped when I started my business, I started from bootstrapping, taking my own cash, saying, okay, I'm not going to buy the new shoes. I'm not going to buy a new shirt. I'm not going to buy this. I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to use all that cash to start my business. In my business, I need to start with some cash. I need to sell, live meager, do a week of, noodles and just save all that cash. Figure out a way to bootstrap yourself. It will make you more efficient and make you more creative, especially when it comes to funding your business. Bootstrapping is one of the most important things you can learn, because when you do actually get some real funding, you already know how to use the meager wages that you had, or the meager amount. So that way, when you get large amounts, you can, be more efficient with it. So bootstrapping is one of the most important parts. Also, some people are forced to bootstrap because you don't have the ability to raise capital or to raise money, or you have bad credit. So you have to bootstrap. So it's one of the most important things you could do, I think, for myself as a business owner or starting up as a small business. Now, second part, in terms of funding, another great way to start is friends and family. Friends and family. I call it your power base. You have to think like this. You should have a power base of about 500 people. Yes, it seems a lot, but it's actually doable. It's very doable. 500 people. Easy, you can get 500 people. A network of 500. I'm telling you right now, especially if you want to start a serious business, you want to start growing right now around you. Your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, it actually can help. It snowballs like that. You want a power base in terms of amount of connections you can have. 500 is a good base to start with. So build up. So friends and family, but they can lend you at a decent rate. So, or you're funding your business. So be ready for that, because money ruins relationships, especially if you don't pay it back. So understand the risk there, and also, real good close friends and family, because over the money, if someone loans you, or that friend. So understand that risk you have there, and as long as you're ethical and you're legit. And now, last part, because like I said, I want to make these podcasts short. Outside funding is huge because it's limitless. People, people can raise money through banks. You can use Wall Street, CMBS. You can use pension plans. You can use insurance companies. You can use life insurance. You have to be credible, because that's what they look at. If you want to get outside funding, it's pretty much looking at your business and seeing if it's profit, if it's cash flowing, and how much does it look like. Because if your company is bringing $1 million a year, and a company and an institution comes in and says, listen, we'll give you 10 million. You can raise that money. It's almost incredible to think about how much money is out there to be lent to people, especially if you have small business. If you want to start a small business, there's SBA loans, there's small business loans, but there's ways to get those loans. There's personal credit lines, personal lines of credit, all these things you could use under yourself to really, business credit like cards, business lines of credit. There's so many ways. So if you guys want to learn, come to the Financial Power Hour. It's going to be this Thursday. It's going to be today, Thursday, to help yourself improve. All right, guys. So that's the way you can fund your business. That's the way you can definitely fund your business money. Find out what they want. Find out what venture capital is looking at. Find out what, how to get a SBA loan. Those are the kind of things that can help you fund your business and hopefully achieve all the success you need to and want to. Guys, I appreciate you guys. We're here every Thursday, so help us spread the word. Tell other people about the show. Like, comment, subscribe, ask questions. Come to the Financial Power Hour. Support. It's always great to talk to people. It's always great to ask questions. Also get suggestions. Even if it's negative, just say it. So I appreciate you guys. Guys, until next time, until next Thursday, I'll see you at the top.